Boys and girls, it is the most wonderful time of the year. It's Insomnia Gaming Festival at the NEC in Birmingham. I'm a little bit giddy. I'm starting this vlog very differently to what I normally do. So I normally start it outside, come in, have a little bit of a look around. I've already been here a couple of hours because I was in first thing, sat over there, specifically that desk there, streaming for a couple of hours. I've been in streaming some Fall Guys, so I'm already kind of adrenaline pumping from doing that, and a little bit broken and a little bit exhausted. So Chris, editor Chris, stick a little bit of footage from that in here now. Make me look good. Avoid the balls, avoid the balls, avoid the balls. Boing, boing. Yes. Right, I'm just going for it. I'm leading the way. Come on. He's off. Okay. Can't even tell which one I am here. No! That's exactly what happened last time! I was so close! Oh no! That is not okay! These cowards still don't know where they're going. Well, those lot were idiots, weren't they? Stop jumping, you bunch of idiots! If you just walk, everyone can have their fun. Stop jumping! Stop jumping! Walking is all you need to do here. Come on. Oh, this is so stressful. I'm not made for this. Ah! We were so close as well. I know you'll make me look good. Subway consumed. I've now come and checked into my hotel. I am going to head back over to the event in a second, but just wanted to dump this goodie bag and show you its contents. So it's a HyperX goodie bag, and they're the ones who sponsored the Stream Zone in Insomnia. So it's just a bunch of lovely stuff from them. So we have a wireless mouse that Anna has already claimed. We have a wireless keyboard that Anna has already claimed, and a microphone that neither of us need. So at the moment, it might be a giveaway, or it might be something that lives in my suitcase so that I can do the podcast when I'm away from home. For example, next week, I am going to be in Cardiff on the Friday night when the podcast is being recorded, and could potentially use this to do the podcast on the road. So that might be a sensible thing that we actually get some use out of. Tell you what, this hotel is nice. I'm in the Genting, not sure how you pronounce it, hotel. It's the one at Resorts World at the NEC. The casino and bars and stuff are all within this building, and the Premier Inn was full. That's why I'm here. I'm not that fancy, but I am in the VIP car park downstairs, which I'm enjoying very much. And I have a coffee machine and an enormous room. She said, you're in one of our superior rooms. Am I, by golly? I think you'll find I'm in the cheapest hotel on the NEC complex, or the cheapest room on the whole of the NEC complex that was available on booking.com when I came on here last week to try and sort a hotel, which apparently is a superior room in the same hotel that the party's in later. So he's a genius. But it is nearly 1 o'clock. I need to go and get back into the event, do a lap of the show floor, say hello to some of the people that are trying to track me down, because I want to be back in here at 3 o'clock to watch the football. So I'll meet you back over there in a minute. And we are in. I tell you what, this all feels very civilised. I usually don't stay over at events at the NEC because we're less than an hour away, but because there's stuff happening today and tomorrow, and some early starts, and the party tonight, I figured I'd stay over, not in one of the tents in the camping hall, but being able to nip back and forth to my nice air-conditioned hotel, dump my stuff, a little base to watch the football in. We have got an hour and a half to see as much of this event as I can possibly see in that time. So in addition to being in here just for a general mooch around, we do have a number of targets. Target number one, I would like a HDMI cable so I can plug my laptop into the TV in the hotel, thus making the football oh so much more enjoyable. Goal number two, I want to find the Insomnia stage. That's where I'm doing my panel tomorrow. Goal number three, I want to find the Fall Guys arena place, because that's where I'm playing in a creator Fall Guys thing at 5 o'clock. Lots of stuff to do. But we always start off with the bring your own computer area because I just think it's cool. That's where everyone has got their own computers. You've already seen the camping bit on the way in. We've got an esports stage over there. And then just lots of other bits and bobs, places to eat in this room. But where we're aiming for is over here in the expo room, because that's where we're likely to find all of that stuff I was just talking about. By the way, should have said immediately after the clips from the stream, if you do want to see more of the stream I did from here earlier on today, there will be a full stream highlights video that Chris has put together over on the Lujo 2, so I'll link to that down in the description below. You should go watch that, it was a fun stream. So into the main room, by the way, it is very hot, that's why I'm a sweaty mess. It is warm in here, should not have worn long trousers. But this is the main hall. We've got the immersion zone over there, which is loads of VR stuff, and then loads of PC manufacturer stuff over here. I'm wondering if one of these might have a HDMI cable that I can steal. If I say it loud enough whilst walking past them, you never know. They have ring lights. I don't need a ring light. I need a HDMI cable. Could just go and yank one out the back of a PC maybe. Well, I found the Insomnia stage, and it is fair to say this is the biggest audience I will have ever performed in front of. That is a big stage. Ah, scary! There's a photo opportunity here. I should keep my run of trying to do thumbnails going. If I come over here in front of this sign, I'm such a professional now. I should start a YouTube channel. See, thumbnail. It's a massive Intel booth over here. Loads of stuff going on over there. And over here, a big blue cannon. Now you're talking Pokemon stuff and the marketplace, my favourite part of any event, where I get to mooch around and probably spend too much money. Now I am well in my element, just completely surrounded by pop vinyls, including some really cool stuff. The Forrest Gump one up there is very cool. These Thor ones, Sonic, very, very cool stuff. Of course, I do have my new rule that if I see anything with Kevin written on it, I have to buy it. So I'm on my lookout for anything with a Kevin. But there's just lots of very cool stuff in there. Pokemon Pops, I've still managed to resist so far. My other favourite area, the tabletop area. This is where if I had Amy with me, we'd set up for the afternoon. On my own, I'm more like just probably buy Pokemon cards or a massive dice cushion. Still no joy on my other two targets. Although there is a sign over there on the ceiling that says Battle Royale. So I suspect that's where I'm going for the Fall Guys thing. And this sign says technology. Yet they don't have HDMI cables or any kind of cables. Very disappointing. Special Effects, we've done some fundraising with them in the past. They are awesome. You should go and check them out. They do lots of fantastic work to make video games more accessible. They're brilliant. Go find them. I'll try and remember to put a link to them in the description below as well. The Indie Gaming Zone, another area where I could easily spend an afternoon just going from computer to computer, working out what I want to download on my Steam Deck and then forget to play. But I am an indie game fan when I remember to be. And we're back round at my little home from this morning. That one there, that was my desk. I feel nostalgic for it. Here we have the FIFA area, which it wouldn't really be fair to any of the people here for me to play FIFA because I'd embarrass them, so I'm going to stay away from that section. Let's just assume if I did play, I would be really good because I am quite the FIFA-er, as you know. The big question is, can I resist getting myself a pair of Insomnia flip-flops? If only they had them in my enormous size. Well, it started at TwitchCon, it continued in the Pokemon Center last week. It's now a thing. Anywhere I go, I get Anna a pair of socks. Insomnia socks this time. Last stop is the cosplay area, and then over here we have the tournament zone, and that concludes your tour of the show floor at I-69. That only took me about an hour, easy peasy. I've now got plenty of time left to go and find that HDMI cable that I really want. I could just yank it out the back of one of these switches over here. No one's gonna know. Right, that's the Battle Royale area, so that's where I'm heading later. I've tried a couple of stands asking for my HDMI cable with no joy. I think I might be watching on a laptop screen. Boo hiss. Oh, an incredible double success in the Londis just outside the convention. I've got my HDMI cable. I also have some of the Lipton green iced tea that I was drinking like water in Amsterdam and haven't seen anywhere in the UK since we've been back. So I have many bottles of that. I am heading back to the hotel to watch the football on a big telly. What a time to be alive. This is me for the afternoon. Well, first football match of the day, a disaster. Posh winning 1-0 with 3 minutes to go. We ended up losing 2-1. I don't want to talk about it. Also problematic is that at some point during this morning, and I don't even know when, I seem to have aggravated my niggling knee injury. I've got a little bit of tendonitis in one of my knees and it is swollen up massive again. So I've decided I'm not going to walk back over to the convention just to play Fall Guys. Instead, I'm going to stay in the hotel and put myself through more football misery. Fingers crossed, not misery. Arsenal are on now, or will be shortly. Arsenal versus Fulham on the old Sky Go this time. So not even being a naughty boy to watch this one. And then, fingers crossed, with a little bit of rest on the knee, I'll still be able to drag it back into some trousers to go out again for this Insomnia social thing that's happening. I think it kicks off at 8 o'clock tonight, so I've got to decide whether I'm going to save myself for food there, because apparently there's canapes, or whether I maybe get a cheeseburger on room service. I'm probably not going to get a cheeseburger. I'm in Resorts World. There's so many restaurants in here. I think the sensible grown-up thing to do is not eat now, just sit here and starve. I've already eaten both my packs of hotel biscuits, and if there's not enough food for a growing boy at this event, there's every restaurant you could ever imagine in this building. I'm not going to starve, that's for sure. What I am going to do is make another beverage, get back on the bed, carry on doing my knee exercises that the physio gave me when I went to see him a few weeks ago, and hopefully get myself in tip-top physical condition, ready to go out again once the football's done. Well, second football of the day, much more successful than the first. And I have now slazzied myself up a little bit. I'm going to go and find this party and all food. I am absolutely starving. It's 7:30. I'm too old to be eating this late. This is absurd. Well, I've made it back from the party. You should all be very proud of me. I lasted 28 minutes before I left. I went to Five Guys. It was long enough for me to get a bottle of 7-Up though, which was very nice. And a goodie bag. My second goodie bag of the day. Wonderful stuff. This one has a bottle from, I think that's a Sneak. It is a Sneak bottle, and an Intel thing, cushion, little toy thing, and some Sneak, which is an energy drink powder, I think, some Warhammer socks, which Anna will no doubt love, and something about doing a stream for the Samaritans. Excellent stuff. I tell you what, I like getting a goodie bag. Right, the plan here, boys and girls, normally obviously the vlog would end, but we're just going to do the whole Insomnia vlog in one video, I think. I'm here for the rest of the weekend, so I will say good night to you now, and I'll see you again in the morning. Tomorrow, as you saw earlier, my biggest convention panel ever, with a very large stage. So I should probably get a good night's rest after I've watched Match of the Day, of course. See you in the morning. And as if by magic, it's now the next morning. I need to check out my hotel in about 20 minutes, but I am fully packed, fully ready. So I think that probably means I get 20 minutes of sitting on the bed, browsing through TikTok. My panel isn't until 2:30 this afternoon. It's 10:30 now, so I'm gonna go and get checked out shortly, load everything up into the car, and then I get another couple of hours mooching around that show floor. I didn't actually buy anything yesterday, so we're gonna have a more in-depth dive into the bits and pieces that they've got knocking around the place, and then be ready for the panel later on today. Exciting stuff! Right, I'm gonna go and have another old man sit down. Well, not for the first time, I've discovered that past Kev was an idiot. For years and years, when EGX was held here at the NEC in Birmingham, I would moan that it wasn't in London. I used to compare this place to a service station with a big hall on it. We used to stay out at the Premier Inn, way out, and have to walk across a big car park and then walk for miles to get to the train station to get into Birmingham to have anything to do. And I would moan constantly, and I was desperate for it to go back to London. And it went back to London at the XL, and it's just a similar location in London rather than the really cool Earl's Court that it used to be in, which I still maintain. I wish Earl's Court was still there. Best location for conventions I've ever been to. Those were the days, says the old man sat on a park bench. Literally an old man sat on a park bench. But I think I have to reluctantly admit, actually this is better than London. This is better than the XL. I've literally stayed in that hotel next to a nice lake. The party last night was in that hotel in the casino above that. My car is parked under it in a secure car park. The event is behind me there. It's an 8-minute walk from my hotel room to the event, and that walk takes me past a lake with geese and a beach, and everything I could possibly need for a weekend away is in this 10-minute diameter location. The resorts world is full of restaurants and shops and whatnot. I was even able to buy a HDMI cable yesterday. It's cheaper to get to, cheaper to park, cheaper to stay in a hotel. I'm much closer to home. Fine, Birmingham, NEC, you win this round. But I still want Earl's Court back. And we are back in the convention. I don't think I've ever been in Insomnia on a Sunday before. I normally only do one day, so I'm actually going to be able to compare it to, which I guess Saturday's the busiest day like it is at other conventions. I'm hoping we're going to be a little less crowded on the show floor today, so I can have a proper rummage in the marketplace. Sonic Pop. I don't know if it's the same one and I just keep coming past the same stand, but it's very snazzy. I like it a lot. Another old man rant incoming. I remember the days when I'd come to conventions and all the pop vinyls would be £10, apart from the really weird, like exclusive, expensive ones that might be a little bit more. Everything seems to be like a standard of 20, 25, £30 in here. It's really difficult to just grab a couple on a whim now. Like Winnie the Pooh dressed as a bee. Would love that. Not for £30, I wouldn't. Number one priority I had to do before I left, get at least one more of these and pretend, why am I so out of frame? Pretend I'm back in Amsterdam. Cheers. Looking for somewhere to have lunch. Found a T-Rex head, which suggests there's somewhere around here that serves dinosaur on the bone, which I've not had before. Couldn't find dinosaur in the end, so got pizza. I think that's an acceptable compromise. Dinner consumed, I am back inside, getting ready to head on stage for what I'm trying not to constantly remind myself is the biggest audience I've ever been in front of. That's assuming those chairs are all full. This is going to be fun. Well, got my fancy mic on, I'm backstage, it's about to start. See you on the other side.
Would I then be able to drive it home? You could.
Alright, let's stay there.
I think it's safe. A car salesman, maybe?
Yeah, we'll give you car salesman.
And we're done. That was lots of fun. Guess who's the one person who guessed the job correctly? Kev wins everything. Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. I think I'm going to do one more quick lap around the show, and then we're heading home. Tell you what, if you don't like crowds and it puts you off coming to these kind of events, Sunday afternoon, definitely the time to be here. It is empty. That's the case at all the conventions. I've usually gone by now because I've got such a good long journey home. But I'm only 45 minutes away. so I'm just sort of hanging out for a little bit longer, and it is the most deserted I've seen it all weekend. And that, boys and girls, is your lot. I've just done a final little stint in the Creator Tavern, met the last couple of you who are still looking for me. If anyone didn't get a chance to say hello over the course of the weekend, this is why you need to be following me on Twitter, because I do let you know when I'm hovering around in here or where I'm hovering, when I'm stuck in one place for any length of time, so we can say hello. But it's been a really cool weekend, met loads of you, had lots of fun, done lots of cool stuff I haven't had the chance to do before. If this is what conventions look like for me from now on, I cannot wait. I'll be at EGX in a couple of weeks. We've still got Comic-Con coming up later on in the year as well, so lots of fun stuff to come. Hopefully I'll see you for all of that, but for next week we've got something really different, because I'm off to Wales for the first time in my life. Hopefully I'll see you there. Toodle pip, everybody.